Hey, welcome back. Picking up my old iPhone 12 Pro, I wondered if it's still worth using this year, how well it performs, and most importantly, what I'd be missing compared to the latest models like my iPhone 16 Pro. The first thing that struck me is how, despite its age, this phone still looks quite similar to the more recent models. Sure, it has slightly boxy edges and smaller cameras compared to the newer versions, but it still follows the core design philosophy of an iPhone. One notable difference is in the buttons. Here, we still have the old ringtone switch, which nowadays feels almost outdated. There's no customization like on the new action button of the iPhone 16, and of course, no camera control for managing the cameras. Not a big deal, considering that many users weren't too crazy about these features anyway. On the bright side, security-wise, we still have the good old FaceID, which remains just as reliable and efficient as in the newer models. However, the big notch is not as nice, so no dynamic island, which I absolutely love on the iPhone 16 because, in my opinion, it makes the phone look more modern and functional. Moving on to the display, it has a 6.1-inch screen with a 60 Hz refresh rate and a peak brightness of 1200 nits in HDR. Even today, it delivers great images and vibrant colors. The only real drawback is that, under direct sunlight, it struggles a bit, making it harder to see details clearly. But for indoor use, it remains smooth and enjoyable. Credit goes to the A14 Bionic processor, paired with 6 GB of RAM, which still holds up well with the operating system. In fact, it provides an excellent user experience. You can download any app from the App Store and take advantage of all Apple features, like notes, reminders, or integration with the Apple Watch. I'm honestly still surprised by how fluid the system is, with no slowdowns in daily use, even with heavier applications like video editing or gaming. Plus, since it still receives the latest iOS updates, it benefits from new features like screen customization and the updated control center, running smoothly without any major limitations. One thing to keep in mind, though, is that the iPhone 12 Pro does not support Apple Intelligence, meaning it misses out on all the AI-powered features developed by Apple. However, you can still use AI apps from the App Store like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Copilot to make up for this. They work well without any major issues. As for the cameras, they're still quite good for both photos and videos. They capture images with decent detail, although they're naturally not outstanding, considering the main sensor is 12 megapixels with 2x optical zoom. In daylight, photos are sharp, but in low-light conditions, the camera struggles a bit more. All the essential features are still there, but it does lack cinematic mode and photographic styles, two additions I really enjoyed on the iPhone 16. Overall, though, the camera system can still be considered solid for taking good quality shots. What really didn't convince me, however, is the battery life. Due to wear over the years, with normal use, it doesn't last until the end of the day, and that's not great. A good solution would be replacing the battery to restore performance and extend its life. Another important detail to consider is that the charging port is the old Lightning connector. As we know, the new Apple standard is now USB-C, which is much more convenient if you have other accessories or devices with this type of port. One thing I still appreciate is the sound quality. Interestingly, it was one of the first things that impressed me when I bought this phone. The audio is rich and well-balanced, perfect for listening to music or watching videos without needing headphones or external speakers. Another difference compared to the latest models is the absence of two very useful safety features: crash detection and emergency SOS via satellite. These additions can make a real difference in emergency situations, but they're not available on the iPhone 12 Pro. All in all, I think the iPhone 12 Pro is still a solid device. It has all the essential features for a great Apple ecosystem experience, although you have to accept a few compromises compared to the latest technologies in newer models, plus the battery issue. That's it for the main features. If you enjoyed this review, subscribe for more comparisons with other models and leave a free like. See you next time.